Fans, my name is Joe Brody, and welcome to American Pro Wrestling right here, coming to you live from the Mountain State Sportatorium in beautiful Bradley, West Virginia. We've got the best fans in pro wrestling. We've got the best wrestlers, and we're going to come right back with some of the best wrestling you've ever seen. I'm going to be at my... Wait, hold on. Now, we're trying to do TV, Abby. We're trying...
I need him now. I need him right now. Please get John Harper. I got it.
I'm sorry, but we're trying to do TV, okay?
Made so many mistakes. I need him. I need him out here. I need John Harback out here right now.
We're trying to do TV. This is not a segment for you. Fans, we're going to be right back. We're going to be right back. Some great wrestling action.
Make them feel the fire. 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 Make them feel the fire.
All right, TJ, we have our first matchup here on television this week, and we are talking about the television champion, the Cuban Assassin, taking on newcomer here at APW, Sean Baker. This Baker has impressed a lot of fans. He's had some really good matches here recently.
I've seen Sean a few times, Joe Brody. I feel like this could be a pretty good match.
Well, I can tell you that the Cuban, so far, since he won the title, has been hand-picking his challengers. We saw him against the Star Destroyer previously, and now Sean Baker. And while both men are competent professionals, I really don't think they're in the top tier as challengers for that television title.
I would agree with that, but you also have to figure that anytime the Cuban Assassin is involved, there are some shenanigans.
Well, now, when it comes to the book of dirty tricks in professional wrestling, the Cuban is he wrote the book. You know what I mean?
I would agree with that. Let's see where we go with this. Put him to the mat pretty easy there.
Big shoulder tackle from the larger man, and Baker's doing a little dance. He's feeling it in the ring right now against the Cuban.
Did you know breakdancing was an Olympic sport, Joe Brody?
Nothing would surprise me in 2024, TJ.
I don't know if he'll win the gold or not.
I don't know if he'll win the gold, but he may place. I think he could get a bronze maybe based on the little dance we saw there earlier. What he may not do is pin the Cuban Assassin's shoulders to the mat for that 3 count that he's going to need to win this TV title.
Well, if he does, it won't be easy. I can guarantee you that.
Collar and elbow lockup, arm wringer with a twist from the Cuban.
Cuban could break the man's arm right here if he took a notion to.
Well, he's driving that elbow into the shoulder. And big reversal there, impressive.
Turn it around on him. Ringing on that arm. Woo.
Baker working that arm over. Cuban going to look for an escape here. I'm surprised he didn't go directly to the ropes. Baker had that well scouted.
He's complaining that Baker's using an illegal hold, but he definitely is not. You can clearly see that that's locked in properly.
And there's the Cuban letting the fans know they need to shut up while he's wrestling.
It's somehow always someone else's fault with the Cuban.
Now, I'll tell you what, this Sean Baker, he is working that arm and shoulder over. He's got a game plan, obviously, and he's going to be sticking with it.
He might have handpicked the wrong fella tonight. Cadillac's being generous here. He could count the Cuban out.
I failed to mention our referee for tonight's matches, Cadillac Jackson, taking your place, TJ, as the senior official, still here your position, has, morphed into being a co-commentator with me here on television. I'm glad to have you with me.
Well, I'm happy to be here. It seems to be a nice fit. And I'm glad to have you here, too.
Well, I tell you what, you and I have known each other a long time, and glad to have you a part of APW in any capacity, but it's my pleasure to have you out here at the announce table with me. Baker with that fireman carry reversal and right back to that arm.
He's reaching for the ropes here. He's wanting to break. He wants to be done with this hold.
I'm going to be honest with you. The Cuban has just probably 3 decades of experience.
That's
over
all he
Sean
had left
Baker.
right there. He had to go to the eyes. But it took years choking him over the rope.
As I mentioned earlier, Cuban wrote the book on dirty tricks in professional wrestling, but he learned them legitimately from his father. The Cuban Assassin, a second-generation professional. His father, a member of the Canadian Wrestling Hall of Fame, and a big right hand from Sean Baker takes the Cuban
right
down,
back.
and the Cuban's in the corner begging off. Cadillac Jackson going to step in, separate them. As per the rules, as you well know.
Cuban's going to use all of that 5 count that he can.
I tell you what, the Cuban's trying to play a mind game with this young Sean Baker right now, and he's drawing the referee into this match in a way that maybe
Appears he's
Cadillac
pulled
might
something
not
out of
be.
his boot there.
Let's hope not. We've seen him use that foreign object before extensively, and I know you've watched replays back when you've been in the ring with him. It's hard to catch
It's
when you're a
hard
referee.
to catch.
He's so accomplished at this game of hide and seek with the referee. The crowd knows where it's at, obviously. They're coming alive on that. There, I can see it. I can see it in his hand right there.
I can't see this going well for Sean Baker.
A piece of metal, you don't know where to go, you think Lawless. Lawless welding metal to go. At the Lawless Metal to Go, we'll have different varieties of metal, everything from aluminum pipe to stainless pipe to round stock to even we'll have square stock, that's rectangular tube, square tube, a bar stock, any type of metal in different shapes, forms we'll offer. If we don't have it, we can get it in for you the next day, maybe even 2 to 3 days, but normally it's the next day. We want to get more people in welding, more people involved using their hands in the trades, and this will allow them to do that, because if you got a project at home you've been wanting to do, you don't know where to get the material, you don't know where to start, you think Lawless Metal to Go. Phone number is 276-336-3009, and we're located at 900 VC Drive from 8 to 5. Again, the number is 276-336-3009. Lawless Metal to Go.
Couple of cabin rentals in Bluefield, West Virginia. Brand new interiors featuring television, kitchen, Keurig, mini fridge, internet, Wi-Fi, and so much more. Cabins available for up to 12 people. Come enjoy your ATV vacation staying at Coppola Cabin Rentals. 2531 Cole Heritage Road, Bluefield, West Virginia. Call 304-320-7200. Mention APW for an immediate discount. The area's largest selection of DVDs and Blu-ray featuring horror, thriller, and pop culture iconic movies is available at Spookables. Are you old school? VHS, black and white copies, plus laser disc of all of your favorite movies from every genre, especially the horror collections. 4141 Martial Arts, located in Bassett, Stewart, and Floyd, Virginia, offers martial arts classes specializing in Little Dragons, Taekwondo, Karate, and Sport Karate Competition Team. RMA has programs from ages 3 to adult, including family programs. 4-4. Grandmaster instructor, 7-time world champion, and USMA Hall of Fame inductee Scott Rutter has over 35 years studying and 25 years instructing martial arts. Martial arts can help you increase focus, learn self-control, self-discipline, respect, as well as increase awareness, self-defense, and social skills in a fun and safe environment. For more information, check Rutter's Martial Arts out on Facebook or visit www.ruttersmartialarts.org.
John Heartbreak, one-on-one, Cuban Assassin. All you guys have to do is watch. if there was 3 more seconds in that match, you all would have a new American Pro Wrestling Television Champion. John Harbrake should and could be named #1 contender right now.
I think it's time, John, that you stop lying to yourself. I never lost that APW Television Championship.
But the APW Television Championship is about what you've done lately.
I never lost that title. I never submitted. I never was pinned. And you know that because you're the reason I lost the title, because you threw. I said, let me talk. Working well.
And what you've done lately, see, because I'm seeing all your little backstage exclusives and the way you're talking to that woman over there, you should watch your mouth coming out here.
Don't touch me.
I got done what you couldn't.
Oh, Sean telegraphed that. Looked like he was going for the backdrop there. Ended up getting a boot to the chest and a clothesline. And it really put him on the mat.
TJ, we've got about 7.5, almost 8 minutes gone in this matchup.
Cuban's really working Sean over now at this point. He's just taking his time with him. I feel like he could finish this whenever he's ready.
I tell you what.
Baker just gives him the opportunity to put that DDT on him, and he's going to drop him on top of his head.
Baker is a young, game athlete here in APW. He's trying to make a mark for himself, but the Cuban the veteran's too much for him, TJ.
He just overwhelmed him. Sean tried. But at this point,
oh, and look at that. He's firing back on him. He's coming back.
Too late, Joe Brody. We'll see how well this goes.
Oh, and look at this.
I think it's good night, Irene, at this point.
He's got him. He's got him.
1, 2.
Look at that. Your winner at a time of 8 minutes and 52 seconds.
His feet were clearly on the rope.
The Cuban Assassin. The referee didn't see it, TJ. The referee didn't see it. I tell you what.
Still our champion.
Let's see if we can get the Cuban over here for an interview.
No, I did not. Fans, we're back here with the Cuban Assassin. Cuban, successful title defense, and I guess congratulations are in order, but I think we saw, and all these fans here saw, that wasn't exactly Marcus of Queensbury rules there.
Let me tell you something, he's no Rolls Royce either. But when you're looking at the Cuban Assassin, you're dealing with a Porsche. You see what I'm saying? The best you can get, the most expensive you can get. That's why I'm the APW Television Champion, and he's not.
Well, Cuban, you've been hand-picking your challengers. Last week we saw you against Star Destroyer, and then this week against Sean Baker. And although these are game young men and they're here in APW to make a name for themselves, you're giving them an opportunity. But I wouldn't exactly call those two men the top-tier challengers for that title.
Listen, I'm teaching all these young punks where their place is and to respect the Cuban Assassin. In order to get a title shot, John Harbrake just found out how it's like to be and try to beat the champion like the Cuban Assassin. He couldn't get the job done either. You see, I'm the best, and I'm going to defend this against the best, and I'm going to teach all these young punks that think they're great, that they're not so great, that the Cuban is always the best. Viva Cuba! Numero uno! USA! Don't you dare take that mic away from me, Joe Brody, or you and I have a rematch. USA! Hot Tui!
Fans, there you have it from the APW Television Champion, the Cuban Assassin. And we're going to go to commercial break and come right back with more action after this.
I don't know what else to do, Joe. You've got to bring him here. You've got to bring him out here. I need John Harbrake right now.
Look, last week.
No, I have to talk to him about this. He needs to get out here.
Whoa, hold on. What happened? What happened to you?
Yeah, I've made mistakes. I know this. John has tried to warn me, but I need him. Get TJ to go get John Harbrake right now.
TJ, see if you can get John Harbrake to come out here. What? That looks really bad. You've taken pretty bad, looks like a pretty bad blow to the head. Did you have an accident?
It's just I need John Heartbreak. I need him to explain. I need him. I've got to apologize for saying that he's the number one contender for this title. Sean is just uncontrollable at this point. I need to fix this. I need John Heartbreak out here right now.
TJ went to get him. We saw here a confrontation between Sean Cruz and John Heartbreak last week on television that got pretty intense. And Sean was not happy about John claiming to be the number one contender. But fans, we've got John Heartbreak coming out here right now.
You've got to stop this. Stop all of it.
I've got to do what?
The title shot, all this, it's got to stop. He's out of control. I don't know what else to do.
Who was out of control? Did Sean do this to you?
I saw the signs. I knew it was coming. I mean,
You saw the signs, Tabby. I told you. The man has been calling himself the Godfather, for God's sakes. I mean, we understand what that means, okay?
I didn't think throwing in the towel for it would ruin everything.
No. You can't think like that. You can't think like that, for one. And for two, this is a television show. This is not the place to be doing stuff like this.
This happened. This is not. But Johnny, I love him. No.
All right, fans, we've got
TJ, I don't know what we've got happening. Right. Oh, look at this. Look
Seemed
at
like
this. Sean Cruz just nailed John Heartbreak with that briefcase. This whole thing was a setup. This whole thing, TJ, was an absolute setup. Cruz all over John Heartbreak.
She wiped her black eye right off her face, and then Sean comes out and hits him with the briefcase.
Man, I tell you, he.
If I'm not mistaken,
this goes beyond. This just goes beyond the wrestling industry, the wrestling business right here, and Sean just all over John Heartbreak out here, and all of this over the fact that he lost the television title, and it looks like Heartbreak's busted open there.
Seems like he's hurt at the head.
Repeated blows to the head.
Sean just won't let up. It seems like he's got some handcuffs now. I don't know what's happening with this. This is ridiculous.
This just absolutely is.
This isn't
no
what
good.
we're here for.
This is no good at all. Now he's going to handcuff him here, and the man's already busted open.
Are saying
This
he's
is
trash.
just. This
I
goes
think that's
beyond.
about right.
This go. Whoa! Look at this. Look at this. Tabby out here with a piece of rope.
I'm just beyond words.
I tell you what.
He's putting the handcuffs on Heartbreak.
Heartbreak's bleeding profusely at this point. Took a big shot to the back, and God knows what's in that briefcase.
What's he going to do with the rope? That's an old-fashioned noose on the end of it there.
This goes beyond pro wrestling. This is just beyond. This just goes beyond right here. Look, and Tabby, she's a part of this. She's a part of this. Look at this. Look at this. They're hanging him. They're hanging him literally right here on television, TJ.
Like Cool Hand Luke.
All right, we need some help. We need some help from out back. We need some guys out here. This is just too much. This is entirely too much. And all of this over the television title and the fact that Tabby threw in the towel and cost him the belt.
I
tell you what, man, we need some help. TJ, see if you can get some help from the back out here. Sean Baker and Chase Bennett out here to try and save John Heartbreak, but
I just don't know what to say.
fans, that was absolutely beyond anything. Man, we're going to go to commercial break. We're going to go to commercial break.
Fans, I am back after that heinous attack we just saw, but right now I've got an interview segment with the Guiding Light. Now, Evan Golden, you've been here before, and you're bringing your tag team partner in to APW now.
APW West Virginia, I told you the Golden Child would be back. First of all, I want you people to keep your stupid mouths shut. Shut up! Second of all, I brought a little bit of muscle from the NWA, Michael Gabriel, and where else are we gonna go but up to the heights? Michael Gabriel is here. Tell them what we're gonna do.
And what we're gonna do is these young lions have been sitting here holding on to the tag team titles. Well, me and Michael Gabriel and Evan Golden.
That's right.
We have a calling higher than any of these people even can think of. So maybe we might just take that gold and take it all the way back to the Guiding Line commune, far away from all you people, and let it shine here at APW.
These people are so stupid, they probably didn't even understand what you just said, Michael Gabriel. They've got brains this big, but tonight, young lions, you are looking at the new APW Tag Team Champions.
Yes. All right, fans, there you have it from the Guiding Light coming in here to APW out of Tennessee and the NWA, and they're going to be taking on the Young Lions later for the tag team titles.
New champ.
All right, fans, we're going to go up to the ring. We've got another matchup right now.
All right, there you go. TJ, we've got a big matchup here, and Lance Erickson out here at ringside, and as you well know, he suffered an injury here in the ring on television last week against Pony Johnson, and then re-aggravated that injury at the Bridge Brew Works event that we had in Fayetteville, West Virginia. And collar and elbow lockup, Star Destroyer and Jeff Paul in the ring. Jeff just throws the man off like so much garbage.
Puts him down, but Star Destroyer flexing and showboating for a moment. Then he saw Bam Bam there.
Well, this Star Destroyer has had some excellent matches as well, just like we were talking about Sean Baker earlier. This young man has come into the promotion. He wants to make a name for himself, and if he's going to do that, he's going to have to take matches against opponents like Jeff Paul, and he's going to have to get some wins. And oh, look at this, an arm drag from the Star Destroyer.
Oh.
And Paul, thinking better of it, backs off.
This could be a good match.
And I tell you what, this Star Destroyer, he has got all the skills that it takes to take Jeff Paul to the limit.
Little show of respect there, but you see how much respect Jeff Paul has. Big boot to the back.
Paul just stomping a mud hole in his back right now and just pacing around out here on the outside. Big leg drop.
Leg drop into the pin, and he
kick out at two. Star Destroyer wisely gets over into the ropes. But as I was saying earlier, you've got Lance Erickson out here pacing around.
He's
and,
just menacing the crowd
that
right now.
can't be good for anybody involved.
Menacing.
Former American heavyweight champion talking to the crowd, and at the same time, we've got Jeff Paul just working over the Star Destroyer in the ring.
Beating him like an old rug is what he's doing right now.
Just treating the man with absolute disdain and disrespect. You know, no call for it. This is an athletic competition, TJ, and Paul's just turning it into something that it shouldn't be.
Just treating him like old Yeller. What a chop.
I tell you what, he just caved his chest in with that one. Takes the man back to his feet in the corner.
Give him
and
another
delivers
one.
a second one.
If the Star Destroyer gets the chance to give him one of them chops himself, he has the perfect canvas, does Jeff Paul.
I tell you, Jeff Paul's just working over this young Star Destroyer so far. Star Destroyer's had some defense, some effective defense early on in the match, but no offense to speak of at all.
Paul's just been too much for him. I'm not real sure what's going on here.
And again, TJ, I know that you and I and Lance Erickson, we've known each other for over 20 years. Jeff Paul, I've known the man about 7 years myself, and his association with Lance Erickson doesn't speak well for him, but that clothesline does.
Yeah,
Short arm
sure
clothesline.
does. Well, Lance is Lance, and he's gone his way, and he does his thing.
Former American heavyweight champion, top contender, still to the NICW champion.
I've just always been grateful over the years that I've been in a position that we've never had to butt heads.
Well, I tell you, during my ring career, I never crossed paths with Lance Erickson as an opponent. So I can't say. I know I've been around the man a long time. And Paul just uncorking those kicks on the Star Destroyer in the corner.
Big boot in his mouth right now. Taking advantage of that 5 count in the corner.
The fans are chanting Barbie at Jeff Paul, and that's not going to do anything for his disposition. That's not. Look, there you go. Look at that.
No,
Referee
Jeff does
caught
get
him.
his feelings hurt easily.
Referee caught him, cut that off quick.
Irish whipped him to the corner.
Here it comes. Here it comes that big bulldog, and this could very well be it right here. This could very well be it in this matchup.
What's happening now?
Springboard body press.
He kicked out of it.
I tell you, Star Destroyer still got some fight left in him,
resilient.
TJ.
He is resilient.
I mentioned earlier, this young man's had some impressive outings, and he and Nicole Starr just had a tag team victory in a intergender tag team match in Fayetteville. So he knows what it's like to go to that pay window as a winner.
Yes, it does.
Paul just raked the man's eyes, took him back over, cut off that offense. Short, brief flurry of offense from the Star Destroyer. Paul's got him in a modified surfboard here, cranking back.
He's got him stretched out.
He's going to put that pressure on the scapula, the shoulder blades, the trapezius, the deltoids, the triceps.
All them areas. Just stretching it.
Star Destroyer fighting back. Looks like he's going to reverse out of it. Throws a couple of right-hand shots to the head.
Winding it up big, laying it in.
Paul feeling the effects of that. Look at this. Star Destroyer went for a body slam. Jeff Paul hit him with that big spear off the ropes ahead of steam. I tell you what.
Near count there, near fall again.
Star Destroyer, game young man, fighting back for sure, TJ. Fighting back for sure.
You've got to give him credit for his resilience. I feel like he's staggered, and Jeff Paul's coming out.
He hit him with it for sure that time.
Lance is calling off the pin.
He did. He called him
He's
off.
wanting
He
to
said,
see some
"Don't pin him."
punishment.
He said hit him with
He's
one
wanting him
more.
to look strong. I feel like he's wanting to prove a point and make sure that everybody sees Jeff.
Man, he just hit him with a third one of those. That's absolutely got to be it.
That was
your
a 3 count.
And your winner, Jeff Paul, with a convincing victory over
He beat the brake pads off the Star
He did.
Destroyer.
He absolutely did. And with the encouragement out here of Lance Erickson, and I tell you what, let's see if we can get an interview with these guys. I'm going to see if I can get these guys over here.
Fans, I'm back here on the interview station, and I've got the former American heavyweight champion, Lance Erickson, and Jeff Paul. Jeff, congratulations on that victory. But, Lance, you're out here with this man. You guys have been aligned with each other since he entered APW. How's the knee? You know, we all know you got injured.
Yeah, the knee's fine. Everybody's worried about the knee. Everybody needs to quit worrying. I'm Lance Bam Bam Erickson. I don't need nobody worrying about my knee. I've been in this business.
You have been injured twice. Just say it. Just say it.
Just don't worry about the knee, JD. I'm fine.
Okay, so you know you've got Pony Johnson on your mind, and the man's a specimen in that ring.
Yeah, he is. He's even got more time in this business than I do. Pony Johnson, I have nothing but respect to you. Right now it's 2-1. You won one victory over me. It's 2-1. I got one on you. You got two on me.
He did injure you twice.
Okay, he is correct with that.
Pony Johnson, your time will come. There's going to come a time when you're going to have to step in that ring with me, and I won't be injured. And that's when the violence is going to come. But right now, I've got bigger and better things that I'm looking forward. See, I still owe Victor Andrews running around here, not even wrestling in wrestling gear, calling himself Roosevelt now. Let me tell you something, Roosevelt. I haven't forgot about you. You're carrying something that I'm looking to take. That's that NICW Heavyweight Championship. Why don't you shut up? I'm sick of listening.
Hey, with all due respect, Lance, are you sure you can go up against Victor without getting injured?
Listen, you're to be seen and not heard. I'm the man that brought you in here. What you need to do is stand back here, let me talk, be seen, not heard. Remember that, kid. Now, Victor, I'm not going to call you Roosevelt because I like to fight too. One time or another, you're going to have to put that belt on the line against me. And when you do, Vic, there'll be a new NICW heavyweight champion. Because you know why, Vic? There's two things you can do about it. Actually, one, nothing. Welcome to violence.
Okay, fans, there you heard it from Lance Erickson and the victorious Jeff Paul. And we're going to go right up to the ring right after this, and we're going to see what it... Oh, whoa, look at this.
What are you doing?
TJ, he just hit that injured knee. He clipped him with
This
that
is
chair.
ridiculous.
Now he's just working
This
on
guy
that
needs
knee.
there's something needs to be. I can't.
God. Hey, my broadcast partner TJ just got up here from the. Oh, and look at TJ Walker, senior referee. The senior referee has gotten involved here, and he's got here. I guess he saw enough earlier with John Harbrake, and now what's going on with Lance Erickson out here, and he's going in the back. Lance, wait. Okay, fans, you just saw that. Jeff Paul just took out Lance Erickson and my broadcast partner and senior official, TJ Walker. And fans, we may have just seen the beginning of the Jeff Paul era here in APW because he's made a statement right here for sure. We're going to go to commercial break. We're going to go to commercial break, and we'll be right back with more action right after this.
A piece of metal, you don't know where to go, you think Lawless. Lawless welding metal to go. At the Lawless Metal to Go, we'll have different varieties of metal, everything from aluminum pipe to stainless pipe to round stock to even we'll have square stock, that's rectangular tube, square tube, the bar stock, any type of metal in different shapes, forms we'll offer. If we don't have it, we can get it in for you the next day, maybe even 2 to 3 days, but normally it's the next day. We want to get more people in welding, more people involved using their hands in the trades, and this will allow them to do that, because if you got a project at home you've been wanting to do, you don't know where to get the material, you don't know where to start, you think Lawless Metal to go. Phone number is 276-336-3009, and we're located at 900 VC Drive from 8 to 5. Again, the number is 276-336-3009. Lawless Metal to go.
Couple of cabin rentals in Bluefield, West Virginia. Brand new interiors featuring television, kitchen, Keurig, mini fridge, internet, Wi-Fi, and so much more. Cabins available for up to 12 people. Come enjoy your ATV vacation staying at Coppola Cabin Rentals. 2531 Cole Heritage Road, Bluefield, West Virginia. Call 304-320-7200. Mention APW for an immediate discount. Area's largest selection of DVDs and Blu-ray featuring horror, thriller, and pop culture iconic movies is available at Spookables. Are you old school? VHS, black and white copies, plus laser disc of all of your favorite movies from every genre, especially the horror collections. 4141 Martial Arts, located in Bassett, Stewart, and Floyd, Virginia, offers martial arts classes specializing in Little Dragons, Taekwondo, Karate, and Sport Karate Competition Team. RMA has programs from ages 3 to adult, including family programs. 44 Grandmaster Instructor, 7-time world champion and USMA Hall of Fame inductee Scott Rutter has over 35 years studying and 25 years instructing martial arts. Martial arts can help you increase focus, learn self-control, self-discipline, respect, as well as increase awareness, self-defense, and social skills in a fun and safe environment. For more information, check Rutter's Martial Arts out on Facebook or visit www.ruttersmartialarts.org.
All right, fans, I'm here with some big fans of APW Wrestling, and we've got a birthday boy, Bryson, here. You going to tell everybody how old you are, young man?
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
13.
There you go. Who's your favorite APW wrestler?
Jericho.
Who was that?
Jericho.
Okay. Jericho's your favorite wrestler. Okay, buddy. Blaine, come up here. What's your name, young man?
Blaine,
Blaine, where you from?
West Virginia.
West by God, Virginia, right? Hey, wait. You ever hear? Who's your favorite APW wrestler?
Chase Bennett.
Chase Bennett. Okay. Man, that's 2 weeks in a row. All right. Come on over here, young lady. I want you to tell us where you're from and what your name is.
Heiko, West Virginia. Carrie Witt.
All right. So, Carrie, who's your favorite APW wrestler?
I mean, Crash Cassidy is the #1. Yes, Crash Crew.
All right. Member of the Crash Crew in the house. And fans, come on out here to the arena and you could end up on TV too. Thank you.
This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can hold us.
Fans, I am here with the reigning and defending APW Tag Team Champions, Chase Bennett, Bobby Yellow, the Young Lions.
What's good, all my homies here in the Mountain State Sportatorium? Yeah. Now, you want to talk about teams in the Mid-Atlantic. You want to talk about, what is that, God and Light or something? I think
That's what they call themselves.
my grandma used to watch that on the stories. Early morning on, you know what I'm talking about.
I do. I'm old enough. I remember.
Well, then let me explain something to you, Golden Boy and Book Boy, Mr. Barnes and Nobley, or whatever the hell y'all think y'all is. Let me explain something to you. You want to talk about teams in the APW? Chase Bennett and the Yellow Man, we are the two-time APW Tag Team Champions. We are the Young Lions, baby. We are the team. Check the stats because my team is winning. And tonight, in front of all my good people and all my people at home, the Yellow Man and Chase Bennett, we gonna wild on you. We gonna style on you. Hey, Chasey, tell them what we gonna do.
And shake the room!
You better know it.
All right, fans, we're going up to the ring for a title match.
You know, the veteran in this matchup, definitely Bobby Yella. Well over a decade in the sport, and he's taken on young Chase Bennett and guided him to these tag team titles. And now look at this.
Evan's showing us how to do some push-ups.
I think he was doing those push-ups the way that they used to have the girls do those back in gym when I was in high school. And look at this. Chase Bennett going with a single leg takedown, working on the lower extremities.
Chase going to show us how to wrestle this evening.
Well, you know, he has an outstanding amateur background, and when it goes to the mat game, out of the 4 men in this ring, I really believe he's probably the most proficient mat wrestler by far.
What's he going to do here? Right up to the front.
Moves up to a side headlock. Oh, and look at this. Headlock takeover done to perfection. Head scissors out. And Golden, look at this. Look at that. He's right back on him. Beautiful.
Chase Bennett came for business tonight.
I tell you what, textbook headlock takeover. Done extremely well. And it looks like Golden tried to go for that head scissors again. Works his way back up to a vertical base. Backs Chase Bennett in. Bennett put the brakes on. Golden was going to try to shoot him off. Looks like he's going to shoot him off again here. And Bennett grabs the ropes again.
That Cadillac's on him.
Had it well scouted.
He's going to make him break the hold. Chase went to a.
And here comes the tag.
Tagged in
Bobby Yella in the ring. Big double axe handle right across the tricep. Cranks that arm over, shoots Golden off. Bobby Yella in control at this point. Big back elbow.
Put him to the mat. Bobby got off
Golden
the ground
in the
to
corner.
connect to that.
He's calling for a timeout.
I believe he's
TJ.
at the wrong place for that.
And a tag. Michael Gabriel going to make his first
so close he's going to get
entrance.
to a timeout right there.
Bobby Yella not intimidated at all. Now, this is their first opportunity here in an APW ring for
Drop
Michael
toe
Gabriel.
hold. That's not a way to make an entrance, is
I
it,
tell you
Joe?
what, I think that the Young Lions have really been in the tape room because their study on these guys.
He smacked the ham right there.
Look at that. Bobby Yella feeling it in the ring, and so are these fans.
He's going to let it shine, he says.
I tell you what, the guiding light, bottom wrist lock out of that collar and elbow lockup, excellent wrestling move. Cranks that arm over, takes Yella down to his knees.
I've heard nothing but good about these two. I've heard they can be obnoxious, but they do know how to wrestle.
Well, if you eliminated everybody in the sport of professional wrestling that was obnoxious, there wouldn't be any left but
there
me
wouldn't
and
be
you.
too many. We'd be the only ones left. And Bam Bam. And God knows he can be. I wouldn't want to be the man selling him a cooled beer tonight at the
Absolutely
convenience
not.
store.
Gabriel is up.
Gabriel says he's got it, but it looks like he's
I tell you what, he went for a big right-handed block by Bobby Yella, and Bobby fires in a series of his own, takes the man down with authority, going to cover him. Count of 2 and a quick 2. Nowhere near worn down enough at this point early in the matchup for a pinfall. Yella missed that one.
He took a boot to the face right there, and here comes Evan Golden.
Here comes a tag to his partner, Evan Golden. Oh, and look at this. Man.
My goodness.
He just snapped the man over. What a move.
Rolled him up.
Up and over. Pinning combination.
That was close right there. We almost had new champions. And
I'll tell you what,
nowhere.
you can't sell these newcomers short. These guys are here to wrestle, and they mean business, TJ. Boots to the midsection in the corner. Golden distracting
Now,
referee
Golden's got the
Cadillac
referee.
Jackson.
Normal behavior. I feel like this happens a lot. Did they do this stuff to me too?
I tell you what, they do. They do. It's tragic what these wrestlers, these accomplished wrestlers, can get away with in the ring, TJ. Snap suplex. Evan Golden got a 2 count out of it. Now he looks like he's going to work over the hamstrings here. No, stomp to the midsection.
Well, we're seeing exactly why we call this pro wrestling. If these guys couldn't work the way they did, they'd be busting tables at the Buffalo
I tell you
Wild
what,
Wings.
he's got him in a modified surfboard
Great day
into
in the morning. Like a Bobby Yella pendulum right there.
I tell you what, that was not good. Oh, and look at that big drop. All of his weight across the man's back, down on his spine, across the vertebrae.
He's going to need that hand later.
I tell you what a matchup we have. This is a marquee matchup anywhere in the Mid-Atlantic
Yes,
region.
it is. Anywhere we go, you see this match, it's a main event. And Bobby really needs to get the chase.
Well, I tell you what, he's fighting back now, coming off the ropes with a head of steam.
Wow.
Oh, my God, he just meat hooked him with that
connected.
clothesline right there.
He needs to make that tag right now.
2 count. Referee Cadillac Jackson in perfect position to count the 2 there.
Cadillac's moving like a panther tonight, isn't he, Joe?
You know what? I'm not sure about a Panther, but look at that. Golden sends Bobby Yella into the corner, into his partner's boot in the corner. They make the tag. Here comes Michael Gabriel back in the ring. Monkey flip out. Now, why didn't Chase Bennett tag his partner there?
I'm just not sure.
Body press by Michael Gabriel and a 2 count. Bennett looked like he was going to come in to make the save there if necessary. I just don't understand why he didn't make the tag in the corner there. His partner was right there on top of him. That was a key mistake.
It seems like that might lose them the title.
It was a mistake by the guiding light, but an even bigger mistake on top of it, compounded, when Chase Bennett and Bobby Yella did not make the tag when they had the opportunity. Now, if you'll notice, Gabriel's working over that hand and those fingers.
Yeah.
And that's the same hand that Evan Golden stomped on those fingers earlier. I don't know if you've ever had a broken bone in your hand or a broken finger.
It's just miserable.
But I tell you what, it's absolutely miserable. And
makes that hand weigh 15 pounds. He's using it, though. Has a forearm right there to the jaw.
Series of them. Here he comes off the ropes again. Oh, and look at that. He hit him with a big cross body, high impact.
And you can see the marks on Bobby's body where these guys are just beating him.
This has been a high impact contest for sure. Absolutely high impact.
Chase needs in the ring. They need to make the tag right now.
TJ, I have to ask you, have you gotten any update on Lance Erickson?
I've been looking at my phone, Joe, and I haven't heard back from him. I think he was going to go by and get that looked at.
Oh, my God,
Good
I've
grief.
never seen that before. In 30 years in this sport, and look at that, a moonsault.
My God.
Man, I tell you what, we are getting a marquee matchup here tonight for sure. What action in the ring. This Guiding Light tag team, they came in here and they're determined and they're uncorking all their offense.
They're going to take over if we let them.
Crowd
Boy, he
chanting
hit
for
him with that
Bobby.
one. Bobby's got some fans in the building. Everywhere you go, people love Bobby Yella. This could be it.
Spinning,
Joe.
rotating, snap suplex off the bottom rope. 2 count only. Cadillac Jackson making the signal, and Chase Bennett chomping at the bit, wanting to get back in that ring.
They think Cadillac could have counted a little faster, but his counts are consistent. I have to give him that much.
You know, that's really what it counts in a referee, whether you're quick, whether you're slow or medium. on that pace. As long as you're consistent, the wrestlers, they get to know that count.
I just hope Bobby can recover from this. They're going to tag again, get another fresh man in here.
Well, I'll tell you what they're
And
doing. They're following the old axiom. They've cut the ring off. They've isolated Bobby Yella in their half of the ring, and they are delivering a beatdown to him right now.
We just got to hope that in all these years of experience that Bobby can find something in his bag of tricks to get him to that corner.
I tell you what, he's going to have to dig down deep at this point because he's really taking the brunt
Chase is going
of
to
the
come
offense.
in like a tornado if he ever gets the tag. But I think they're just going to toy with him. Gabriel put him in the corner.
High impact. Here he comes. Bulldog.
My gosh.
This could be it. If he covers him now, it could very well be it.
Bobby's not really moving too much. Cadillac's in there.
Two count only. I tell you what. So here we go. Missed with a big clothesline. Here comes Bobby Yella on a double clothesline.
They're both down
both
now.
men nailed it. Going for the same move, and they both nailed it, TJ.
Now, Gabriel has been given the beating, and Bobby's had one for a while. You would have to think that Michael Gabriel is going to get to his feet first.
The first man to make the tag here is quite possibly.
This is when the tide turns.
Oh, and look at this. There he goes.
The guiding light got a tag.
There
We
it
got 'em
comes. Both men make the tag. There comes Chase Bennett with a big clothesline. He just turned Evan Golden inside out. Follows it up with a back elbow.
Chase has got him.
And look at that. He blocked the suplex.
Blocked it
Blocked
again.
it a second time.
Chase is going to have to reach down real deep and find that power.
Oh, and look at this. Yella made the tag
now, Bobby
already.
didn't mess around on that.
This is the same. That's the same move they won the tag team titles belts with.
Oh, they broke it up.
I can't believe he made it over there in time. Michael
Just there's
Gabriel
confusion
has
in the
got to
ring
get
right
out of
now.
the ring.
You got to get him out of there, ref.
Man, that
The
was
damage
so
was
close.
done. Oh, big boot.
So close.
That quick tag with Bobby Yella may have been the determining factor to
Boot
this
to the
match.
midsection.
He just didn't have time to catch his win.
No, it was a mistake for him to tag in, but they thought they had him, and so did I. If it hadn't been for Michael Gabriel's interference, that would have been it. Man, look at this. Gabriel back in the legal.
Bobby's
man.
not getting up quick. He's having to help him to his feet.
Bobby firing off with that left-hand shots, and that's the hand he took all that
Big
damage
elbow.
from earlier. Big elbow.
He's calling Evan in the ring, telling him to come on, get him some. Bobby's on fire right now. Let's just hope he can hold on to it. Boom!
I tell you what, look at that. He just delivered it with some authority there. He's got him rocking and
Crack the
reeling
coconuts
right
right
now,
there. Evan
and the
Golden goes
crowd's
to the
with
floor.
him.
I think this match is just about over. Bobby's about to shake the room, if you will.
I thought it was over 2 minutes ago, TJ, but I tell you what, it's surprising. Look at that, right to the eyes, boot to the midsection. He's got him up and over.
Here we go. Suplex.
Fisherman suplex, but he released it. He could have pinned him if he'd have stayed
What's
with
going
it
to
right
say
there.
here? He's talking too much. I'm going to need to take some extra anxiety medication when this is over with.
Well,
this
along
has
with
been
the
a crazy
painkillers
evening.
for your back. I
I might finally sleep good tonight.
And a legal tag. Bobby Yella up on the man's shoulders. There comes
He
Golden.
caught Chase just completely off guard right there. This could be it.
Oh, my God.
My goodness. A combination neck breaker Samoan drop.
That's it. That's it. Your winners.
Looks like
Your
we've got
winners
new
and new
tag
tag team champions. The Guiding Light, Michael Gabriel and Evan Golden, new tag team champions.
What just happened?
They just won the belts, TJ. They just came in here in their first tag team opportunity, and they just won the belts. New tag team champions.
And now they're
Oh,
going to
look
just
at this.
take the belts and just make sure that
Man, they are adding insult to injury. They're adding insult to injury.
this is too much. Take your titles and go on.
Now, they're making a statement here, not just to these two, but they're making a statement to the rest of the locker room,
They
too.
want everybody to know that they've drove from Tennessee to West Virginia and that they're taking over the territory.
I tell you what, he just dropped him. He just dropped him.
Best
And
thing Chase
look
can
at
do is
this.
hit the concrete.
New champions, TJ. New tag team champions here in APW.
The Guiding Lights are new tag team champions, and I guess we'll just have to get used to it.
Until next time, folks, for Joe Brody and TJ Walker, thanks for joining us here in APW at the Mountain State Sportatorium.
All right, fans, and there you have it. And I'm going to sign off from the Mountain State Sportatorium in beautiful West by God, Virginia. Until next week. Hold on. Maybe I signed off a little early there. I've got Sean Cruz coming out here.
Sign off when Sean Cruz tells you you're going to sign off, Joe Brody.
What you guys pulled out here is absolutely criminal.
No, what we pulled out here was beautiful. You see this, Joe Brody? What is that? That is John Heartbreak's blood on my hands. But you know whose hands John Heartbreak's blood are really on? Every one of these people in attendance, every one of these people watching at home who turned their backs on Sean Cruz. I didn't turn my back on you. You turned your back on me. And now everyone's going to see the real Sean Cruz, the Godfather. And I only got one thing to say to anybody watching this, anybody in attendance, anybody in the back. You can kiss the hand or you can kiss the canvas.
All right, fans, there you have it from two borderline criminals after what they pulled here on television. And we'll see you next week, fans. We'll see you next week.
Make 'em feel the fire. 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 I don't want to set the world on